So I says, yo, haha, it's all in the words.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm recording this from Second Life. This is one of the clubs that I DJ at. I'm here giving support to another DJ, but I got the news on in the background, and you're talking about the 10-year-old from Ohio who's a victim of abuse and rape, and she cannot get an abortion in that state. And I meant to make a video similar to this, on this topic about this abortion shit that's going on some days ago, but this seemed like the perfect time to do it because this is now fresher on my mind. And I've always felt that we as an adult, or as a young adult, or as a younger person that has been taught right from wrong, the do's and the don'ts, I feel like if anything happens to them at that time, after you learn something, then there's a slim chance of it being there's a major chance of it being that person's responsibility to know where they're at, to know their surroundings and things like that. It's kind of like if a woman gets raped, it goes into the thought of, okay, yeah, she's trying to live her life. YOLO, you know what I mean? But at the same time, as dangerous as this world is, there is a gamble when you're trying to have a good time somewhere else. No, fuck that. It's just a gamble, period. Because there are break-ins, you know what I mean? When a woman or a man is assaulted inside their own home, day, morning, or night. So it's always that fence that you gotta walk on when it comes down to being opinionated about this sensitive topic. If a woman or if a person is raped and they become pregnant, I don't understand why this government will not allow that person to get an abortion, no matter what stage it is. It's like, since she was like, I forgot if they said it was like 6 weeks into her pregnancy, then that's why they, wouldn't allow her to get an abortion. But it's like, So what? They don't know what she had to go through between the time that she was assaulted to the time that it was reported. There's a lot of things that can go on to keep a person's mouth shut in order for them not to report this abuse. You know what I mean? And so in that time, they're not able to get to a clinic to get an abortion. So it's like, for one, it's fucked up that the government is telling people what they can and cannot do with their body. It's like the military. You know, when a person gets a tattoo, they tried to say that you're government property, and by putting a tattoo on you, you're defacing government property. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But out here as a civilian, people are going through so much bullshit, and it's because of these damn laws and lawmakers. And you gotta believe that behind the scene of it all, the reason why they don't want women to get abortions is because of money. Somewhere down the line, they're gonna have to buy the shit that they need to provide for that child. And it always ends up being about money. So I'm not crazy. If water is not free, then how in the fuck can other aspects of life be free? You have to go off the grid. But even then, you just might need something that you need to go purchase because you don't have it in your area. So I'm just sitting there like, man, as disturbing as it is, you know, I just think it's real fucked up that the government will cause more harm. It's just like with these guns. If there are facts about the problems that we're having in our country, facts based on if there wasn't so many guns out here, then that would lessen the chance of so much senseless death. In every other country where a person is not allowed to have a gun as freely as we are here, there is less senseless deaths. It's just crazy. So it's like, to solve a problem, first you gotta identify where the problem has started from. And our problem here in the government and in this country is dealing with people who want to get paid for our downfalls. They want to get paid regardless of what it is that we're trying to have in our lives in order to feel a certain way, some type of comfort, to have some type of livelihood. You know, it's just crazy that this conversation is never going to end. This topic will never ever end until the laws are fixed, until these people, these lawmakers are out of office. We got to get them out of office. We need a whole new way of thinking in order to have a whole nother action towards what's going on in our nation. The same thing that is said about brown folks, folks that come from slavery. You gotta help yourself, because all the laws, those 15 articles, the Constitution, independence, all that was not written for us. And since it wasn't written for us, that means we need to get with some intelligent heads to create our own laws in our own community, where we are free to be who we should be. And for everybody else that's rocking with us, that's gonna fuck with us in the right way, I'm not talking about federal plants. Like the government planting people in, to spy on us and things like that, or to put a monkey wrench inside of our chain. I'm talking about people who are really, really down for us. It's like back in slavery, we had abolitionists. They were really down for us. They were dying for the cause. They were losing their property for the cause. They were die hard for the cause. And this is going to segue into another video that I make. As a matter of fact, I just made a video not too long ago dealing with, unifying our culture. And I don't have any views on it, but it's the point that I have said it over and over and over and over again on other channels that I have had in the past. And I don't have those channels anymore because YouTube has removed them for one reason or another. And I have to continue to voice my opinion on these topics, because maybe one day somebody will be interested enough to want to hear what my thoughts are on this topic. But when it comes down to it, it's like, if it's my child, I would be truly upset. I don't know how upset I'd be if it was my child that was abused and raped, and I had no idea that it was going on. You know what I mean? You got some sorry ass parents out there that know what's going on with these kids, and they don't do nothing about it to stop it. You know what I'm saying? But if I was a parent and I was able to stop this shit, I surely would. So it's crazy to even try to imagine me being in a place of one of these other parents that's dealing with this situation. You remember what was going on with R. Kelly and his victims, and how majority of the female's parents took money, hush money, instead of really putting a stop, to R. Kelly's bullshit. And I'm like, man, that's fucked up. A NDA, a non-disclosure paper. I think it's non-disclosure. Anyway, no, man, you just can't sign a piece of paper saying I'm not going to talk about this, and no, you're not going to give me some money to keep my mouth shut when I could help prevent other people from going through what my child has gone through. That's some bullshit. And here it is, damn near 30 years later, and people still, I don't think people still feel like they're getting the justice that they deserve from being humiliated, from the trauma, you know what I'm saying, their mental health, emotional levels were all fucked up. So I mean, you know, it's a crazy world that we live in. But it's like, I would rather be at home and be on a platform like this, like Second Life. And if somebody's gonna fuck with me, they gotta come into my home. Than to go out there and put myself out there for somebody to do something to me that I don't want to be done. And I mean, that's it, you know what I'm saying, that's a major piece that solves or that prevents me from getting fucked over. That gets my, you know, it keeps me from losing my rights as a person. You know what I'm saying? Each one of these people, each one of these avatars has a person behind them. You know what I'm saying? All these people that are typing all this shit that you see, these are real people. They're not bots. You know what I'm saying? They're not here to cause trouble. But best believe, they're at home trying to live a safe life. There are other platforms, you know what I'm saying, that people are on to where they can enjoy life in some type of safe way. You know what I mean? I'm a gamer. I like playing 7 Days to Die. And I like playing Grand Theft Auto every now and then. And sometimes I dabble into The Sims. But other than that, you know, it's like I come on here and, you know, I DJ. And I support other people who are grinding for some money or taking time to entertain other people. You know, it's like, for me, it's not about the money. You know what I mean? It's the fact that I got one of those type of personalities where I'm a hermit / social butterfly. And it's like, I'd rather be here than try to be in somebody's face in real life. You know what I mean? If I want to go to a concert and hear a live performance, I can come here. There's live performances every day on here at different hours of the time. So if I was a, you know, hardcore concert type person, then man, I'd be in, you know what they say, a hog heaven. You know what I'm saying? This would be the spot for me for that type of enjoyment. You know what I mean? So it's like I was saying in the beginning, I think once you step foot out your house, you're taking a very big gamble for your safety. You could be behind the wheel following the laws and get fucked up by somebody who chooses not to follow the law. You could be in a store and get fucked off by somebody who chooses not to follow the law. So, I mean, you could be chilling at a park, having a picnic, having a conversation, reading a book, listening to your headset, anything legal and moral, and get fucked off by somebody who made a choice to go against something moral. So I'm just like, man, it's fucked up that we can't depend on our government to have some peace and harmony. That's why the descendants, the folks that come from the slave trade, we are in a real fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a place to really call home because this place, it don't value us like a home would value its citizens. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. So it's hard to go throughout a whole day without being disappointed, without having an unhappy moment. Because no matter if I watch the news or not, I have to believe that somebody's getting fucked over. No matter how much it's in our DNA to be fucked up people every now and then, we still have choices. You have mentally ill people who mentally do not control themselves. Now, when you're diagnosed with that, there comes a different level of some type of understanding that we have to calculate. But if a person has their mind intact to make the right and wrong choices in life, then there's no excuse for them at all. There really is not an excuse for them at all. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I know I was talking slow, and I know that made this video stretch out long, but it's a fucked up thing. It goes beyond emotional words. I'm not numb to the shit. It goes beyond emotional words. You know what I mean? No matter what's going on, what people are talking about, no matter how I'm thinking or feeling, somebody is out there doing something fucked up to somebody else at this time. If you're watching this video, best believe at this specific time that you're watching this video, somebody's getting fucked over in one way or another. To balance this, I also have to believe that there are people who are able to live their best life. There are children being born into productive families. I have to believe that somebody has a reason to celebrate, for something moral, something, that they worked hard on. They set down a plan and put in the work for it and succeeded in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a down person. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I can't escape these different facts about our world. And it seems that it's so much easier to talk about the bullshit than it is to talk about the good shit. It's like being on Second Life and trying to entertain people is my way of showing through action that I see that life can be good, that life can be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't have to, just use my mouth to explain different facts and details about happiness. It's just so much easier to show, you know what I'm saying, how happy I am about life by sharing a good vibe with people. It's like I have a friend list, and on my friend list there's over 100 people that's on my friend list. There's 141 people, and out of the 141 people, I probably only have 20 people that really, really, really fuck with me. Catch up, they every now and then I like to write a letter to everyone on my friend list, and I may only get 10-15 replies back, if that. And you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to my feelings on that, yeah, I'll be like, man, that's fucked up. I take the time and energy to check on folks and allow folks to, enter into my world. I don't have to do that, but I'm taking the time to do that, and it's not being reciprocated. I can't put a gun up to their head and make them do the shit. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? That whole serenity prayer, you know what I'm saying, has to be practiced so much. I forget how it goes exactly, but it's, being able to change the things you can, accept the things that you can't change, and having the wisdom of knowing the difference, you know what I'm saying, between being able to change things and when you can't change things. You know what I'm saying, you chunk it up to the game of life. You know what I'm saying? So you got that golden rule where you do unto others as you want them to do unto you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like damn near everybody knows how to treat somebody right, but they make a choice not to treat everybody that they come across right. They pick and choose. They get little cliques. You know what I'm saying? They get a small circle, and that's who they fuck with. Although they're entering into your life some type of way. And I feel like when you enter in somebody's life and you're asking to be in their life, there's a responsibility there. You're responsible for your part of what may go on in their life on an emotional level, or dealing with mental health or physical health or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying hello and checking on a person can go a long way. And people know it because they want that themselves. So it just boils down to where it's a fucked up world that we live in. And it can be better. And what I am happy about is that there is enough good vibrations out here to keep us sane. You know what I'm saying? There's enough good shit going on that when it comes down to putting it on a scale, you know what I'm saying, the bad don't outweigh the good. It's just, there's enough bad out there to irritate you, to irritate a person. So one more time, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. I have a disclaimer. It goes like this: I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm not the dumbest person in the world either. I have done my research on some shit, but there's a whole lot of shit that I still need to do some research on, or that I could do some research on. But what I need you to do is to question everything that I'm talking about, every topic that I'm talking about. Question it, do your own research on it, and form your own opinion on it. And the most important thing is to share your opinion with other people, because you never know when somebody is thinking the same thing that you're thinking, but they don't have anybody to talk to. And it's fucked up to feel like you're all alone in the world. It's fucked up to think that you're the only person that thinks the way that you're thinking when you're around other people. That's my disclaimer. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good morning. You know, we're dealing with some hot weather, so please hydrate. If you're watching this during some cold weather, you still need to hydrate. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you can do to treat yourself right and to treat somebody else right. Not everybody deserves your unconditional love or your love, period. You know what I'm saying? But there are people out here that do deserve that love. You just gotta be careful who you get that love to. So anyway, peace.